I am invisible, Ray. I am invisible, Ray. Hey, hi, everybody. Listen, how I got invisible is another story. I'll tell you all about that when I do another upload. But today, and this is how we're going to start off, there's a lot of talk in the vinyl community these days about the Beatles and about the solo Beatles as well, you know, John, Paul, George and Ringo. Now there's a lot of talk to be had by these albums, you know, the highs and the lows, and the lows are bloody lows, I'm telling you. But I thought, what album shall I start off by reviewing? And I shall tell you, certainly not Band on the Run, nope, not Imagine, nope, nothing by the Beatles. But what we're going to do is Paul McCartney. Now, let me just say to all of you people, I was a big fan of Macca years ago. Yeah, you know, I bought everything. I thought he's the great hope. After John died, I thought this man, he's going to write some great stuff. And that was the 80s. Ooh, man, the 80s got worse and worse and worse. Hardly a good song left in the man. But this is the album we're going to start off with this week, and it's called Pipes of Peace. Well, after Tug of War, this should have been a promising album. But sadly, it wasn't to be. In fact, it's got even worse with age. It's embarrassing. Yeah, there were lower points. I mean, don't talk about Press to Play. Don't talk about Give My Regards to Broad Street. God, I won't talk about that. Don't talk about the Frog Song. Or the Tropical Island Hum. No. We're going to start off with this one. And there's a guy who does lots of video uploads on YouTube. He's called Canadian Stud Muffin. The man's a complete prick. And he gives everything 10 out of 10. All the time. A complete arsehole. But he does do one thing which I'm going to copy. He does a 1 to 10 score on all the albums. Even though he gives everything 10. But I'm a bit more, I'm a vicious reviewer. And just because they're the Beatles, which is the greatest group ever in the whole world, doesn't mean to say you're going to get an easy ride just because you happen to be a member of the Beatles. No sir. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start reviewing this album. There will be more later on, but this is a good place to start. Paul McCartney, Pipes of Peace. Okay, so the order is all a bit of a mess because this is a highly controversial disc which I didn't buy. I made it myself and I downloaded it in the wrong order, but here we go. So the first track is Say. And Say. It was a big hit in America, got to number 1, got to number 2 in Britain. The only reason that happened was because there was a popular video at the time, and Michael Jackson was at the top of his game. Well, Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson, what a team. The Girl Is Mine from the Thriller album. The girl is mine. The doggone girl is mine. Michael, we're not going to argue about this. Dead right we're not. The man's gay. And you're a fucking old man, so let's not argue about it. That song was shit. And this one was even worse. And also, the thing I remember at the time was there was a show called the Noel Edmonds Show. Now, McCartney got forced onto that show with Linda McCartney, God rest her, and he was in a shit mood, and he did the worst, most embarrassing interview you could imagine. No, Noel. Yes, Noel. And that's how it went. It was fucking shit. And at that point I thought, is this Paul McCartney I know and love? What's the matter with the man? He's a cunt. A cunt. Anyway, so this song, it got to number 1 due to a lot of pressure, you know, from the McCartney side to get that into the charts. Plus there was this love of Michael Jackson at the time, real big thing with Michael Jackson, with this stupid video. And anyway, He didn't deserve to get to number one. It's not a great song. It's got crap lyrics, which, by the way, this crap lyric thing, this is really big on this Pipes of Peace album. Lyrics, whoa, John would have turned in his grave if he'd heard this. Anyway, so, Say gets 2 out of 10 from me. It's bollocks. The next song is Pipes of Peace. Pipes of Peace, another video which was popular at the time. In fact, this was the first record in the UK to ever get to number one by Paul McCartney. Did you know that? I think it was the last one as well, as a solo artist. Didn't get anywhere in America. Anyway, there's a video that goes along to it. It's a bit slushy. In fact, the song's a bit slushy. It's the title track. It's a play on the previous album, you know, Tug of War, Pipes of Peace. It's got this choir in the background going, do you say, will the human race be run in a day, Yeah, it's crap. Anyway, I'm going to give it a 4 because I can't give it a 1 really. I mean, say. But anyway, here we go. The next one. This is a controversial track, if you like. I know I was a crazy fool for treating you like a dustbin lid. Oh my God, the words. Now, I've been out with girls in the past, or you know, I've had a bad day, I've turned up for work late, you know, I'm sorry, girlfriend, I've let you down, I acted like a dustbin lid. What? I acted like a dustbin lid? She'd have punched me in the face if I'd said anything so stupid. I would have been committed to a mental institution if I'd said anything like that. Say to the boss, oh, sorry I'm late in, I acted like a dustbin lid, sacked on the spot. Anyway, this song is bloody awful. It's McCartney's lyrics at the lowest level. The lowest level. This is the man that wrote Blackbird Singing in the Dead of Night and I Hate You and Let It Be. I'm sorry for coughing, but it's an outrage. I've got to hurry up anyway because I've got about 2.5 minutes before my 10 minutes is up and I'm done for. Right, so that gets a 1 out of 10. Right, it gets worse, but not yet. Keep Undercover, not a bad song. It's got a good beat. It's the same stupid scenarios he does all the time though. What's butter and got bread? What's tennis without a court? What's a ball without a racket? Oh, blah, 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 blah. We're going to give it 4 out of 10, just to be fair. I've got to give something a higher score, haven't I? Anyway, next one is called So Bad. And it ain't so bad. You know what? It's a good McCartney kind of a song. You know, I think this one was released in America. Don't know if it got anywhere in the charts, but who cares? It's alright. I think it's about the best one on the album. It's a little bit schmaltzy though. Very schmaltzy. But I'm going to give it a 7. I'm going to give it a 7. How about that? That's all I can say about it. Alright, the next one is The Man. Oh, another one with Michael Jackson. My God. It's fucking awful. I can't say anything more about it. I'm just going to give it a 0. 0 out of 10. Well done, Paul McCartney. Well done, Michael Jackson. I don't blame Jackson so much for this, though, obviously. Sweetest Little Show. Terrible lyrics. That's enough. 1 out of 10. Average Person. Oh my goodness. Will it treat you like a... 1 out of 10. Tug of Peace and Hey Hey. Look. Hey Hey, they're shit. They are bollocks. They're not even filler. They're dreadful. Okay. Nothing out of 10. What have we got left? Well, I've got one more song called Through Our Love. I mean, you know, the man can write a good ballad, but this is piss poor. We can go through our love. Oh, give me a break, McCartney. Anyway, overall, that's the whole album. I'm sorry, there's better ones to come, and there's worse ones to come, so stay tuned to Invisible Ray. I am Invisible Ray. I am Invisible Ray. Hey! Okay, the album is going to get a mark right now, and I'm going to put it on the screen if I can. But I'm going to tell you first, it is... it's a 4 out of 10, and that's being generous. See you later, guys. Ta-ta.